Hey, what's up? So I get asked this like all the time, almost every single day. How's the real estate market doing? You've probably read or seen in the news that the market is on fire, and it's really like that way all across the country. But what can we really expect here in Albuquerque in 2021? Well, let's get into that. My name is Chris Newman. I'm a local real estate broker and expert in the Albuquerque area. I'm with Coldwell Banker Legacy. Let's look at some of the market facts. So, the housing market made an incredible recovery in 2020 and is poised for an even stronger 2021. In fact, the driving force behind all of that momentum are the record low interest rates. Let's take a look at some data. Here's a cool graph from the National Association of Realtors that sort of depict buyer and seller activity in each state. Now, the darker the blue, the stronger the index. Here in New Mexico, we have a strong buyer index, but look at this. We also have a strong seller index. Now, across the country, most seller activity is pretty light, classified as weak, but not New Mexico. Whereas across the country, buyer demand is pretty hot. And so we have a really interesting market here. When I show you some local numbers, I think you're gonna see why we have a strong seller's market. So as that graphic showed, buyer traffic and seller traffic is pretty strong here in New Mexico. Now, according to that report, we have about 22% less inventory on the market from the previous time year before. And what else? Oh, only 2.3 months of inventory left. So that's nationally, but let's look at the local market. And so I flipped my phone around to show you this latest statistic sheet from our local association. Recall from that last report, it said we were down 22% in new inventory. Here in Albuquerque, we're actually up 11%, almost 12%. So it looks like we're getting a jump on our spring market. Let's look at some of the sales. Okay, almost 39% in pending sales, 39% new sales going under contract, and 20%, more than 20% closed. So pretty robust, pretty strong. And it's also reflected in our price. Look at that. The average price is up over 18% for single family detached, and the median 17%. Wow. Here's another graph showing the months of supply. This is all price ranges just in Albuquerque, single family detached. You can see I went 5 years back, just a steady decline. Let me zoom in here. How many months of supply do we have? Under 1.5 months, meaning if we do not add another listing, we will sell out in less than 2 months. Recall nationally, it was about 2.3 months. So this graph shows the average sales price in Albuquerque, same category of property, a detached home. You can see over 5 years, we've been on a steady increase in price while we've been on a steady decrease in inventory. Supply and demand, guys. Let me go ahead and get some more granular data. What is the average price? Holy smokes, guys, 310,000 average sale price in Albuquerque. The highest in history. So I also want to illustrate the days on market to give an idea of how fast things are selling. So you can see we've been on a steady decline over the past 5 years. Let's go ahead and see where we're at today. So median days on market, wow, 6 days, meaning half of the homes sell for less than 6 days and the rest sell for more than 6. But what's the average? Wow, 18 days. So, within 3 weeks, your home is selling if it's priced right and if it's marketed correctly. So just for fun, I went ahead and pulled up all the listings in Albuquerque, in the entire MLS, and we have under 1,000, only 977 properties. Let's see, if we go to detached property, and in Albuquerque, 416. Wow, really tight market for inventory right now. So earlier in the video, I mentioned that interest rates were a big factor behind the continued real estate momentum, the strong housing prices. And so I just got this rate sheet from my good friend Cameron Gilmore over at Legacy Mortgage, the latest and greatest. And let's focus here. You could see FHA 30-year fixed loan going for 2.5%, 2.375% if you got a 15-year loan with 20% down. Great interest rates, pretty strong. Now, for those that don't know, the difference between the interest rate and the APR, really APR just includes all the fees, a more accurate cost depiction. So what's the bottom line? Buyers, be patient but ready to move quickly when something hits the market because there is a lot of competition. And for the sellers, it's a great time. You're gonna get what you want, but you have to price it right. You have to present it right because marketing does matter. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I love sharing information. If you have any questions about anything I presented or about anything in general, real estate related or whatever, feel free to call or text me. I love to share. Hope you guys have a great week. Thanks again.